show to commence.
The purple monkey dishwasher sits on a fence?
What on earth are you guys doing? And what in the name of God?
Get on with it.
That last line. We're invoking an incantation to introduce the pantomime, setting the mood.
Yeah, we were just about done before you butted in.
I would be astonished if a single audience member understood a word of your drivel.
It was from The Simpsons.
Like watching a sci-fi bear dance in a nightclub, though. Painful. That's it. I've had enough. I'm leaving.
We've been over this. You can't leave.
Ever since we were spawned in the eldritch nebulousness through the unspeakable mating of our father, Gandalf, and blessed David Bowie. You've been trying to break the family apart. And I'm sick of accompanying you to singles balls.
I'm just trying to find us a fourth head for friendship or something more. So let's not fight. Let's go and have tea and biscuits.
Oh, not biscuits.
Oh, why do I have such weird sisters? Okay, let's go. We'll have tea and no biscuits. Let's go.
Wait! When shall we three meet again?
Captain's log, stardate 69. We are back aboard the Starship Enterprise, having completed our reach of her course. We fully replaced the crew members who were lost on that oddly adventurous magnetic island with its polar bears and its flashbacks. God, it was hell! We are now continuing our venture onto the clitorial quadrant. At some point, we will probably have to raise taxes, deal with the dispossessed natives, etc., etc. Today is not like the days of Empire Park. Now these la-di-da pansies running things aren't doing nearly enough killing or looting. God, how the Empire has fallen. Sending its most illustrious captain on such a pointless mission. Why, we may as well be taking ice to the planet Hoth.
Wait, did he just say that we're taking mice to planet Sloth?
We thought he said we was making nice with Janet.
The clitorial quadrant? That place is impossible to find.
Do you remember the good old days, Spec? Recall the time when we were trapped on the planet of the face-shucking warrior women, and all we had to escape with were a witch, imperial training, and a bench spork? Why, that's the kind of badassery that got people like you and I to the top of the intergalactic hierarchy. What was that, Spec? Ah, yes, those were the days. Why, if only we were young and virile again, we could give some of these young'uns a run for their credits and show them how an intergalactic empire is meant to be run. You know, this does remind me of another tale of zany debauchery. Okay, crew, it's story time!
Yay!
Oh.
I'm afraid there's no time for that now, Captain.
The new crew members are finally bored.
Well, is there a problem, Dr. Healy?
No, sir. I just came to tell you they're safe to board. I shot them myself.
Good job, Doc. Now, fetch me a latte.
Damn it, Eugene, I'm a doctor, not in love with you. I mean, a barista.
Well then, introduce yourselves. Don't be standing around dilly-dallying all day. Speaking of dilly-dallying, you there, stop standing around. Get back to articulating those splines.
Sir, Strategic Combat Officer Macbeth, reporting for duty.
Sir, Spouse 2 Strategic Combat Officer Macbeth. Mrs. Macbeth. Reporting for duty.
And their assistants, Captain. Oh, we usually call her Lady Macbeth.
but I suppose that will have to wait. Now then, allow me to introduce you to some of the more important crew members. We have Officer Hurd, our communications expert.
Konnichiwa, which of course in the ancient Japanese language means a whale's vagina.
Funny the first time.
Officer Gunn, weapons and strategic operations.
Sup, man!
Yes, Officer Gunn and I both attended the Kevin Rudd Institute for Superior and Patronizing Young Men.
We took advance combat and talking down to the waiters. Together.
And our supervising engineer, Officer Fixit.
How do you do, Officer Fixit?
Take it off.
Leave it on.
If you don't mind, I'll give the orders round here, and you'll leave it on.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that an angel I see before me? Mr. Fixit, how do you do? No. I cannot. I will not succumb to your sexual advances. Well, you see, I am married to a woman. She lives in Canada.
Is it Lady Gaga?
I wish.
Did you come to Thailand?
If she lives in Canada, you wouldn't know her, I promise.
And of course, our pilot, Pilot Light, always steering us in the right direction.
What? I know where we're going.
Now then, have you two been debriefed?
Only by each other.
Sir, I don't trust these people. I've heard of them before.
Yeah, my brother was on their last ship. They almost staged a mutiny there.
Just look at them. His weak arms, her hot dog legs. They're planning something. Right, guys? Right!
Spec, my most trusted and least subordinate friend. Should I suffer their insolence? Don't Spec have some compassion! It's a little joke we have, you see. He's a Vulcan. He doesn't do compassion. But despite Spec's creative punishments, I'm going to allow this to pass. This time. Well, off your stations, then.
Oh, dude.
He's been recycled.
Oh.
You're looking dangerously attractive behind that console.
I love the way you push those buttons, Sugar Bear.
That uniform you're wearing, that looks just like everyone else's uniform, looks so sexy on you.
I can't wait to see you in my ready room later on.
Captain! The Macbeths! Talking to each other again.
No, enough of that, you two, or I will split you up. Owen, can someone take care of these lollygaggers dying on the job like that? We wouldn't have put up with it in my day. Back when red shirts had to walk 15 miles through flames of freezing plasma just to get the gas mask they needed to survive the trip back. Isn't that right, Smith? Well, up to it, they're not going to sweep themselves up, are they?